Talking Luther College men's soccer with head coach Chris Garcia-Pratt. 2 road trips, 2 wins last week. Thursday night, you went over to Platteville, got an overtime victory. You guys are 3-0 in overtimes now this year. What got it done last Thursday?
Just kind of being persistent, just competing. You know, they're a difficult team to play. It's been a difficult fixture for us in the past. They're just very athletic and make things difficult for you. And they turned it into a battle, and our kids, maybe we got out of our rhythm a little bit more than we would like to, but the kids just kept fighting. We kind of said to the guys at halftime, okay, maybe this isn't exactly how we want the game plan to go, but we just got to kind of fight through it. It's October 9th. October, I think, is a difficult time in college athletics with, kids' academics really kind of ramping up, and being away from home on a midweek is a challenge. And obviously it wasn't scheduled that way originally, but we kind of had to move it. And we just said to the kids, let's find a way. Just find a way, be persistent, and our kids did that.
And Saturday, you went out to Buena Vista, challenge of playing a new coach, a new team, new system to get prepared for. You ended up with victory, kept a shutout on the board defensively. What were the keys Saturday?
Just trying to get on the board, just kind of, again, being persistent. We were pretty confident going into the game. We knew we were going to create some chances. It was going to kind of come down to being sharp in front of goal. Being up 2-0 at half was kind of, I felt like, reasonable. We created enough chances to be in that situation. And then Martin Stahlberger, who's just, had a terrific year for us at the back, comes up on a corner and, kind of gets it to 3-0, on 47 minutes, which I think is always a positive. We were able to get a lot of guys on the field. I think we played 23 of the 24 guys who traveled. And then obviously the clean sheet is huge. So to get 3 points, away from home is always positive. You get +3 goal differential as well, which is always also key, in the conference standings. And so, just a positive result.
And John Janulski, Athlete of the Week, and not just men's soccer Player of the Week, but Athlete of the Week. You could recognize John most weeks, but a couple of games winners this week. What's made him so special?
He's just been persistent. He went through like a little stretch. I think he started off the year, scoring some big goals for us. Scores 2 at Augsburg, scores some big game winners, scoring some goals late, really involved in the goal against Superior, scores the game winner against McAllister. And this is all early on in the year, and kind of went through a little bit of a stretch where he, kind of couldn't find the back of the net. We've had a couple great meetings, since then. And being a goal scorer is hard, and I think it's it's the hardest thing to do in the game is to score goals. And so, to see him score 2 big goals. I thought the goal against the Platteville was a big goal, for him personally. It was just a great header. He had a couple chances early on in the game. At least found the frame. Keeper made a couple good saves, and then for him to get that one, I think gave him a little confidence. And the same thing, scored a similar goal actually against BV. He's so good in the air. And so hopefully, kind of get him ramping, as we move into Saturday.
And the Dewhawks come to town on Saturday. Should be a great atmosphere for college soccer. What makes this year's edition of the Dewhawks so good?
They graduate a lot of kids, but I think their system kind of stays the same. They know how to win, and they've shown that over the last couple years. And they're just a difficult team to play, and I think they'll be difficult to play on Saturday. It'll be nice to have them at home. But that doesn't necessarily change anything. So, our kids are looking forward to it. It's always a fixture on the schedule, that the kids look forward to. 2 top 20 teams in the country battle it out. There's a lot of conference implications. There's a lot of NCAA national tournament implications, and it'll be exciting.
And back-to-back coming up this weekend. Jamestown coming to town on Sunday. Tell us about them.
Don't know as much about them, just being an NAIA school, but they've got a new coach, and they go down to play Ashford on Friday, and then turn around and play us on Sunday. The goal was to, their goal was to kind of find some competitive games, and I think it'll be an extremely competitive. I think they're top 20 right now in NAIA, which is going to be a big challenge. They've got scholarship players, they've got some talented players. It'll be kind of an interesting game. We'll get through Loras on Saturday, and then we'll kind of turn our thoughts to Jamestown on Sunday.
Well, big weekend coming up for your squad. Hopefully the positivity continues, Coach. We wish you best of luck.
Thanks, Darren.
Chris Garcia-Pratt talking Luther College men's soccer.